Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. My name's Nick, and I'm going to be your professor this fall in Python programming for GIS. I've been coding in Python for about 10 years, pretty much since I started my own grad studies. And I found it to be um, sometimes fun, always kind of enlightening, and opens doors in terms of what you can do in a GIS um, and how you can do it, I'd say. But it also opens doors beyond just GIS, and I think we'll get into that a little bit in the class. I'm going to post another video shortly, kind of running through the syllabus, describing different components of the class and important milestones, deadlines, things like that. But I wanted to just, I don't know, put a face behind the name, face behind the voice. A lot of the material in this course will be narrated slides or kind of voiceover screenshots of me showing you, demoing how to do things. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I come from Massachusetts. That's where I grew up and also did my grad studies. Um, Excited to be down here at AUM. I'm a new faculty this fall. Just moved down last week, really. I came down in July to kind of find a place to live after having kind of an online interview experience, which was, I had been to Alabama before, but never Montgomery. Finding it to be a nice community and a little bit hot, but something you can get used to. Much better winters for sure. Um, So as I said, the kind of work I do, geography, use satellite images, other spatial data to kind of analyze um, environmental conditions, how those change over space and time, and what those differences might mean really for certain human communities, kind of industrial sectors even, in different units. Um, Programming has been very valuable to me um, as a means of automating processes to perform operations on spatial data, derive variables, um, kind of define relationships. It's easy, it's worthwhile to do that kind of yourself, kind of moving a mouse around in an exploratory sense. But once you've got large data sets and analysis just needs a lot of time to run, or it's broken down into different steps, automating that process can make work a lot easier. Um, there's also the benefit of having your workflow be reproducible, so well documented. Kind of if you kind of click on one tool, click on another tool, you can get what you need and kind of an accurate, reliable, valid output. But what if you made a mistake and you think you have the right one, but you don't really? Or what if you did do everything right, but somebody else wants to do it? And when they ask you how to do it, maybe you can't remember everything. So if you code out all the steps of that process, you can have a workflow that's reproducible. And I mentioned somebody else asking you, but this could be um, somebody else, as in you in the future, kind of your future self, because memory fades. You might not know exactly what you did, but having done it all in Python, having written the code, you can see what happened and what you did. So that's just a little bit about me, my experiences with Python. Um, be very interested in hearing more about your background. I won't ask you to do a video, but we'll send out kind of a survey journal link in the Blackboard to try to get that information from you. And partly it's just kind of, I don't know, to be sociable over, the internet on an online course. But it's also going to determine to some extent how I teach the material and how I structure the course. So thanks very much. I'm looking forward to teaching this course and getting to know you over the course of the semester.